Yeah, I sharing some of this food my daughter cooked today and yesterday, and just kind of update on my wife's condition. We got a video conference with a Palatine Care, so still staying encouraged. Everybody stay encouraged, but it's still rough. You know, but I'll share that after a little bit of the food video. My sweet daughter taking care of my wife and her mama. Look at that. Green beans, the chicken, the noodles. Woo, she ought to be a master chef. Well, right now it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It says the 94 high, and I looked at my phone. It is 94. So it's hot out here trying to get some Diet Lipton tea. And just from the store's air conditioning, it's cool. So, 60, 70 degrees compared to 94. It's refreshing. And the dog says, "Why you got me out here? Why ain't I in the bed where the air conditioning?"
He's straight looking at his mama, though.
Yeah, looking at his mama. Why am I out here? Look. Why am I out here? Why am I out here? Why am I out here? My daughter said, "Go grab 2 of these, and I will cook for you and James." She's already cooking for my wife.
Just for the fact that it's an Alfredo, it has to be what?
Now, what is this? This is Alfredo chicken? Yeah. My daughter, she cooked my wife today, cooked me. I gotta get some more food. My wife gets tired of having the same thing today. So we got some kind of disturbing news. Yeah. There's a thing called, put it up there, that kind of keeps the sun out of the photo. I think it's called palliative care, and it's right before hospice. So they're trying to tell us, maybe if going to the doctor, we don't need to make the appointments. And my wife, she's on oxygen now, and she's weak, anxiety. But I said, I think you can live another 6 years. She don't think so, but hospice usually the last 6 months. So palliative care, and then there's insurance and all that. So, the scariest thing was when we was talking to the palliative care nurse practitioner, and she had the social worker and then a spiritual counselor all together on a virtual call. So we'd have to drive all the way to the hospital in Charleston, but it was still hard. I'd hate to be in there in person hearing all that stuff, but it's still hard to hear it. But I think if you do go to hospice, if you got like certain illnesses, like diabetes and all that, they'll still give you your medicine. But say if you had cancer and everything, they don't give it to you. I don't know, just what I've read on Google. But we're learning, and then we've never had the power of attorney or the living will. And I said, well, just do what you can. Do everything you can to save her. And they said, well, we will. But they said, did you talk to the lung doctor? In 2019, she was on a ventilator because she ate some okra and spit it up and breathed it in, so she aspirated. And she was there for about 8 days right before the Super Bowl. So she lost a week. She quit smoking cigarettes back then, 2019. So she's had a lot of health problems. But they said there's nothing really they can do, but they still want to do these tests. So they said, kind of talk to them, and, echo, I think it's like $2,300. And the doctor's been trained to do these tests and see, but if there's nothing you can do, what's the point of doing these tests? And then they said eventually they were just trying to prepare me for the worst, and that's what you don't want to hear. And man, it's rough. They said, well, eventually she can't make the trip, make her comfortable, and then, hospice, if she gets like that, she has a hard time breathing and everything, and then they'll start giving her like morphine, and they'll give her hospice drugs, and it's usually when you're real bad, like if you're breathing like really, really bad. She ain't that bad yet. And I said, well, want to keep her as strong as we can, as long as we can. You know, my little wife. So we praying, we're going to enjoy every moment we can. And, you know, I've seen people that lost their spouses and heard people, and I feel for them. I know it's coming. I'm not ready. I've seen it coming a long way, you know, kind of like when you're in high school and you start saying, oh, man, I got to work, I'm 67 or whatever. And, you know, the young people can't hardly do it because everything costs so much. But you kind of see, okay, you go to high school, what's the next step? Get a job or go to college or trade or military. And, you know, you kind of see what you have to do to support yourself, you know, and then you start a family. So it's like that. I've seen this for a long time coming because she's, you know, we first got together, she was a diabetic. And I've learned a lot. I had no idea what all this stuff is. So I'm trying to, she's keeping me healthy by seeing what she's went through. So I'm trying to eat better. But, you know, it's still tough. So I can't eat certain food, but, you know, I tried to eat a little bit better today. I got 2 chicken breasts at Waffle House. And then I had that Alfredo noodles and chicken that my daughter made, and I've had my coffee, and I gotta drink some water. I don't think I'm drinking enough water. I've had my green tea, my diet green tea, and I'm not going to eat any bread. You know, I had the noodles and the bread, but still, I'm trying. You know, that's all we can do is try. But yeah, if y'all going through this struggle and dealing with all this stuff, you know, I wish you the best, and we're gonna keep fighting. And you know, I got to be here to take care of my son and try to be, I've always been the pillar, but you know how the guy is, we're the pillar, and then the wife kind of does able to be free. So I was kind of the silent thing. So now I'll still be there, and hopefully they won't just forget about me, because, you know, Mimi had a better personality than Papa did. But man, you just gotta keep the faith. You know, they were talking about doing this and not coming at her, but you know, they don't know, and they know from everybody else. But hopefully she'll be here as long as she can. Like several times she's had incidents like March. She was in the hospital a week, and then out of the hospital, then in the hospital a week. And all she did was get out of bed and go to the restroom. But she got so weak she could hardly stand. And she lost so much muscle. So she could have been took out there. So, you know, any day that she's here, another day is a blessing, and trying to enjoy it. You know, if she does anything crazy like wanting all kind of food, don't eat it. I don't care. I'm going to do what I can to take care of her and love her and, you know, make her happy. Just take care of my little woman, you know. She took care of me. I wouldn't be here. I've told this story before, but 2011, she just had a 5 bypass in June, July. Well, we get the bright idea for $39, and they had a timeshare. Come to the beach for the weekend for $39. You know, you had to go to a presentation. Kids were small, probably like 4 to 6, and me and my wife. Well, I had 2 inner tubes around me. I was in a lazy river, and we was underneath the hotel at the beach, Myrtle Beach. And I went around like once or twice, and I flipped over, and she saved my life. So I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. And she just had the surgery not too long and pulled me up. My daughter said she helped, but all I seen my daughter standing there looking at me, and my son about drowning him. So, and I said, oh, wow, you know, after I was able to breathe again, I went underwater and like, you know, things starting to fade away, and I was like, uh-oh, don't breathe no more of this stuff. And then they pulled me up, and then pulled me up again. So I thought I was going to go on her, but I was kind of at peace. So I guess, you know, subconsciously, I wasn't a goner, and the Lord gave him the power to pull me out of the water. That's what I said. He puts some ideas in there. I'm hard-headed and stubborn. shouldn't be here myself, just stupid stuff. But I'm still here, and I had to calm down now because I realized, oh, you can't do that. That might hurt you. So, you know, I'm just living a dream, taking care of my wife, posting videos, and hopefully it'll help somebody and encourage people. And I'm doing okay, but it's still, you know, it's still in your mind. You know it's coming, but you don't want it, you know. But you just have to do the same, do what you can, and get along with whoever's left behind, and just try to make it and do what you can, you know. So, you know, hope everybody's not having too hard time struggling with that. I know it's kind of I don't know, sad or maybe encouraging, you know, in a way. But, you know, whatever you're doing, it's rough losing loved ones, and I ain't lost her yet. She's still here. But it's on the cusp of that, and she has her bad days that used to be good days. But like I said, I mean, she was doing real bad in March, and now she's doing a lot better. Like, go to Waffle House, but she's on the oxygen, so there's a lot of little stuff we got to keep up with. Like, we went to my daughter's, I plugged in her oxygen thing that's portable, so it was starting to charge, and I turned it off so it charged faster. Well, she sits down, and I ate my little plate, and I'm looking around, and I didn't realize the oxygen thing went back on, so she tried to breathe, and she said, well, you need to turn my oxygen back on. I said, well, I turned it off, but she wasn't using it. She went in the kitchen. So just little stuff like that you're like, oh, we got to have the oxygen back on. And then the cord has a green light on it. So it's like a smart cord. So it keeps energized, I guess, to keep your electronics at a stable flow so it don't just fry to your sensitive electronics. So I ain't had too many of those fancy power cords. But yeah, you know, they were giving us kind of worst case scenario and letting us know, you know, eventually it's going to get worse, and don't forget to call Hospican if you need to, and we'll help you coordinate that. I heard them, but I didn't want to hear them say that, you know. But she's doing okay, but you know, anything can make her go. But she looks good. A lot of people don't think she's sick, and I hope she'll live as long as she can. I'm thinking she can make it like 4 to 6 years. I'm probably off, or maybe I'm overestimated, but she's been living a long time with a lot of bad stuff. Now, you know, she just got on oxygen, so she is progressively getting worse, but she's still fighting. You know, if I had like a tenth of what she had, I probably wouldn't be here. I don't think I can fight as hard as she is. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. You know, if you're fighting, keep fighting. Fight, you know, because that's what it's all about. Fight for the ones you want. You know, even if you ain't got nobody to fight for, you affect people because we're all social people. So even if you see somebody, you affect them. Even though you don't think you do, but everybody's watching. You know? So that's why it's kind of funny. It's a funny thing. I get all these holes in my pockets. Like right here in this pocket. I don't know if you see it. See. So I got a hole in it. And I just noticed that today. So I bought me, you know, $7 worth of sewing thread, and I'm sewing up all my shirts, you know, and I had a pin in my pants pocket, and I'm just sewing it up. Now, it takes time to do it, but being busy kind of helps your mind think about stuff instead of just watching a bunch of goofy TV, you know, or a lot of shows on I got access to. I don't even like them. So, you know, and then I do, you can talk on the phone while you're doing a little sewing. I probably ain't sewing right, but it saved me some money, hopefully, and then I can get my car fixed. Like, my truck, you know, it was like, stopping the red lights, and sometime when I'm waiting there, all these cars coming, I gotta wait, I got a big gap, so I don't pull out in front of nobody. But see, right now, I'm sitting in it. You know, I don't know if you can tell it. I'm holding the phone. It's shaking a little bit, but it ain't bad. And then last night, it wasn't even acting up. So I don't know. I used to only drive the truck like the weekends for a weekend job. And I don't know with the temperature change or the seasons, they change the fuel from wintertime to summertime. They put different additives in it. If that makes a difference, because I've started using like premium gas. And then I went to where I get my gas for the lawnmower today, even though it's like $4 something a gallon. But I put like 20 bucks in. The car really liked it. It's non-ethanol. So there's a lot of stuff in the gas right now that's clogging. You know, everybody's having car trouble with air conditioning, all kind of stuff tearing up, but it's hot. And heat, kind of rough on your cars. So, you know, my cars are kind of like my wife. Cars are kind of poking along. They still running. Don't tell them how long they'll run. But, you know, they got to fix them. But at least the tires are losing tread. At least I can put tires on the car. You can't put no more tires on my wife. You know, so, you know, I probably baby her too much. But she tries to be independent. You know, she can't really do anything. But her being able to get out of bed, be able to get in the car, and you know, I'm watching her, make sure she don't have any problems, and just be able to get out and about. It's too far to get a wheelchair, but just that little bit of, you know, she might get half a mile and be able to get her muscles using. And she's got this 20-pound backpack now, oxygen on her, so that kind of gives her a little workout. But she's tired. You know, then she'd be yelling, baby, you know, hey, go get me that, go get me that. I don't mind, you know. But if it got too rough on me, I guess that she was in the bed and non-responsive, and you know, I got some back issues. You know, hoping my daughter would help me if we had to get out of the bathtub, to get her in the bathtub, because it'd be kind of dead weight, even though she's only 144 pounds. But I might have to get help then. But, you know, as long as she can kind of still move around and she's doesn't have that death rattle, and, you know, we're going to just keep fighting. So don't mean to be too sad. The video is too sad. Sorry. Just kind of, you know, doing my little vlog thing. And we got you know, it's a good thing you can kind of record all this stuff and then put it on private. Your conversation with Doctor, and I listened to it a couple times, and then my daughter was listening to it, and I was kind of hearing some stuff I didn't hear before that my blind blocked. So yeah, but my wife's gonna go to her mama's this weekend, and she'll kind of baby her, and then we'll keep looking at the doctors, you know, trying to get her medicine. But they just said be prepared, you know, be prepared eventually. You know, we all gonna be like that anyway. We're all finite, but you know, some of us, oh, you're gonna be a little bit faster. That's the thing, it is. And but you know, just stay cheerful no matter what. You know, enjoy the times you had. She didn't really want to be on video a lot, but I got a lot of videos I can go back and watch, and I video all the time now since the guy got me into it in 2019. So having those memories, or laughing, and my daughter's got probably a lot of stuff, but you know, it's gonna be rough on everybody, but having those memories like that will really help a lot, I think, in staying busy and remembering her through, you know, she gave me 2 beautiful children, and she's still here, so, you know, she's not gone yet, so I'm enjoying her while I got her, you know. And thank y'all for watching all my videos. I know I post all kind of crazy stuff, and like, to me, if I talk about something I want to do, write it down, I never do it. It's like I did it. It's like I completed my task. But like the other day, if you've seen it, it took like 2 videos, maybe 3 worth of videos of work, because I rode around videoing the landscape with the rain. And then I talked, and I had to edit it all to make it fit. And I put the little picture inside the video, which is really cool. I said, well, you know, I did it instead of just talking about it, thinking I was going to do it. You know, that's what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to do it. So you think about it, you won't get it done, and you know, till you get some kind of time management and all that. But yeah, y'all hang in there. Hope y'all doing good. And I'm gonna keep making them as long as I can, and my phone don't tear up. It's acting kind of weird. I've had to restart it and all the last couple of weeks. I think it might have got too hot, but I turned it off, restarted it, because I was recording things that showed it was recording, and then it went to the video. But then when I tried to access it, it wasn't there, and I was like, "What?" Did it on like 5 videos. So it's like I was ghost recording, and then it disappeared. So I rebooted the phone, and then it started working. And I deleted everything out of the second delete. It takes like 30 days to clear. But yeah, get y'all some vittles, watch your health. You know, try to enjoy what we can. I don't know how much we'll remember here when we go to heaven. Some people say we won't know each other, or we might recognize each other, but you know, we're gonna have the laws of the Lord on our heart. There won't be no temptation to sin. There won't be none of the bad stuff. It'll all be good. So, you know, it'll be like we're not even who we are, sort of, you know, but we'll be who we are without all the baggage. Because I was wondering, you know, I don't want to go to heaven and then do something stupid and sin, you know, and get kicked out. So I think we'll have to have that sin nature took out of us, you know, it'll be changed. I could be wrong, I don't know, but just trying to think, you know, my wife, whether she know me or not, you know, we won't be like husband and wife, but still, you know, all the stuff that she knew will be forgotten. It'll be too painful, but she'll be with the glory of the Lord, you know, one day. I'm holding on to her much as I can do. It's kind of like when, Jacob, you know, wrestled the angel, or he wrestled God, and that's what they call Israel, one who wrestles with God. Everybody done crossed the little stream, and he stayed over there, and he said, "Bless me," and he touched his hip, knocked his hip out of socket, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but you know, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. A lot of mysteries that we don't know. A lot of things people have told us that we have no idea. But it's got to be better than down here. And some days it's not too bad if you can handle it. But you know, whatever you're going through, just remember, we're only here for a little while. Do the best you can, and you got people depending on you. Whether you're single, the people you meet, or your family, or your parents, or you know, it'd always be worse, but we always have the chance to make it better. You know, thank y'all for listening to my crazy rambling on, and hope y'all do well and have a good one, and we'll catch you later.